Wow, that was a crazy draft. The suspense was real for the Atlanta Falcons, man. You didn't know who they was gonna pick at every pick they had. It was amazing, man. It was suspenseful in every way you can imagine. Man, with the 16th pick in the first round, the Falcons selected A.J. Terrell, cornerback, Clemson. Man, I like the pick. I liked it. A.J. Terrell, 6'1", 195, ran a 4.4 and a 40. Really long-limbed, athletic guy. Press man corner with good size. Terrell has the foot agility and patience to pedal and mirror the release of receivers. So that's great, man. You know, with the receivers we got in our division, Mike Evans and Michael Thomas, he can definitely mirror those guys and press them. He has the ability to grind on receivers from the press. Back pedal is low and steady. He reads the eyes of quarterbacks for cover 3, so he can react to the ball. Adequate foot agility to mirror. Hip flip from pedal is twitchy and relatively clean. Patient, allowing release to develop to flip his before declaring flipping his hips is really clean. So he's reading that receiver, and as soon as he knows where the receiver is going, he's flipping his hips and reacting. And great hip flip mover. Really good, man. He plays into receivers in the tight quarters to the boundary. He pushes the receivers to the sideline, man, to have them work in tight space. That's very good, you know. If you don't have no room to work, you can't do nothing. And A.J. Terrell is pushing them receivers to the sideline, man. He maintains feel in early stages of the route and is quick to crowd the receiver. So, you know, he's just good in feeling where the receiver is going. Always in the hip of the receiver, always in phase. Man, it's really great to have a long cornerback who can have this ability. And with the receivers we have in our division, this is great, man. He's what we need, and I expect him to come in and start day one. Man, him going up against Julio every day at practice, man, he can only get better from that. So, I mean, the only thing, he might need to work on recovery speed a little bit. It's very average. He can probably improve that. So, but he has the ability to go up and get the ball and has the ability to snag the ball in 50-50 situations. He just had one bad game against Jamar Chase. Even against Jamar Chase, when they played LSU in the national championship game, he was in phase. He was there in the hip. He just couldn't locate the ball. So he has to get better at locating the ball consistently. So overall, great solid pick, and I'm all for it. He was my third cornerback coming into the draft, and he proved us right that it was a good pick. Well, he will prove us right that it was a good pick. And all you Falcons fans that wanted C.J. Henderson over this guy, you're going to see why he'll be better than C.J. Henderson. So there's no need to be mad at this pick. It was a good pick. All right, to round 2 we go. With the 47th pick in round 2, the Atlanta Falcons selected Marlon Davidson, defensive end, Auburn. Big physical dude. Big physical. 6'3", 303 pounds. Runs a 5 flat 40. So he's a big edge player, man. Something we haven't had in the Falcons in forever. We definitely know Big Beasley wasn't that. So yeah, but man, this big guy, 4-year starter who elevated his production his senior year. He offers scheme diversity from the edge to the 3-tech. Plays standing up or with the hand down. Set strong edges and able to dominate tight ends. Nimble feet with lateral movement. He's a monster on that edge, you know. He's a monster, man. I mean, he wasn't the edge player that I wanted. I wanted AJ Epineza, but Hawkins. They look similar on tape, so it's nothing to be mad about. So I'm good with this pick. He even got a sack on Andrew Thomas, Georgia's tackle, who went number 4 in the first round to New York Giants. He got a sack on my boy, on my dog, my Georgia dog. So you know this dude is he creates havoc, man. Inside quickness to take advantage of oversets from offensive linemen. Just he bull rush. Man, he at the top of his pass rush, he's able to use his hands effectively and efficiently. 3 block kicks last season. Man, he has a spin counter and is able to tie rush moves together. So it's like a rush combo. So he has a graduate degree in pass rush, basically. So, and then he's versatile. You can move him all up around the D line. You can play everything except one tech and the nose. 0, 0, 1. You don't want to see him on the nose, but I love to see him at 3. I love to see him at edge. He didn't play much 3 at Auburn, but I hope to see more of that in the NFL as he, gains from learning from Grady Jarrett. Some scouts question his personal fit. We just have to see. So it'll be interesting, man. It'll be interesting. So he has powerful hands too, man. So we have to see. But overall, good pick, solid pick, and I'm all for it. Definitely. With the 78th pick in the 3rd round, the Atlanta Falcons selected Matt Hennessey, center/guard from Temple, aka Jeff Saturday. Yes, I said it. Jeff Saturday. Man, this guy he's who I'm up to the Falcons. I wanted this guy. Just watch his North Carolina tape. You'll be able to see how quick he is in short area quickness, how decisive he is, and who to block, and just a leader of the offensive line of who to block and who is important to take care of on that defensive line. He's 6'4", 307 pounds. So it really doesn't sound small, but I guess he falls a little bit under the NFL standard of length. So, but he ran a 5.18, so he has that short area quickness. So I'm happy with him, man. I'm happy with him. They say he's undersized and will need additional mass as a pro, but his short area quickness and his hand placement and leverage makes up for his lack of mass and length. He's patient. The center blocks and run his feet to defenders and low to the ground to sustain blocks. He has good base and pass blocking sets. Man, I think he fits this scheme really well. He reminds me of Chris Lindstrom a little bit too. Offers ability to pull and to get out on screens. What can he do, man? Consistent blocker. Keeps hands ready to punch. He's able to hold the line of scrimmage. I mean, on the goal line. It's really impressive to watch this guy and his short area quickness. So we can run toss plays, we can run screens, power, and zone blocking with them. So it's really good. He was awarded a single-digit practice jersey as one of the toughest players on the Temple team. So, man, hey, I'll take it, man. So, hey, that means he worked. So, AKA Jeff Saturday. Hopefully he starts a left guard because James Carpenter and Jamon Brown, yeah, boys, was atrocious. That's being nice. So just see how it goes, man. Hopefully he can start left guard this upcoming year, and he can be Alex Mack's replacement when Alex Mack decides to hang it up. So yeah. With the 119th pick in round 4, the Atlanta Falcons selected Mykal Walker, linebacker, Fresno State. Man, be honest, I really didn't know too much about this guy. I've heard his name before and saw a couple film. I remember him at the combine. So yeah, so he's 6'3", 230 pounds, ran a 4.65 40. So he's an athletic guy. He averages 91 tackles, 11 tackles for loss at Fresno State. Played inside and as a stand-up edge linebacker. So he uses Mike weak positions. He was at an edge position. So he's very versatile at that aspect along the front and the second level. He has good field awareness. He needs to get his play strength up a little bit. You can see on some plays that he'll linger on the second level and allow a center and guard to get up into his body, allowing the running back to run right past him. So he has to get a little better with that. But most of the time, he has a good finishing rate as a wrap-up tackler. Reads the quarterback and squeezes passing windows from zone drop. So that was pretty decent. Pretty decent drop back rate as a linebacker and read the passing lane. So that was pretty good. I saw on tape. I saw that against Toledo in 2018. He took one back to the house in that game. He was able to read the quarterback. So he keep working to his feet to gain the edge as a pass rusher. So he's always moving his feet. So he's always scraping as an edge player. So he's going to be a solid special teams player. I'm pretty confident about that. So it'll be interesting to see how he fits here. I don't know how they'll use him. I guess more of a weak linebacker or an edge rusher on pass downs. I'm not sure. So it'll be interesting. But I can see why they wanted him, because he has some traits that can develop into being a really good player. So I don't know to see him on the field this year. Maybe it'd be great to see it. So hopefully he can develop properly. So I'm excited for this guy. The only thing about it, he just has to get a little stronger, man. And that's pretty much the glaring thing that I saw. He has to get stronger, and has to bring that physicality as a linebacker, like that dog in him, man. Once he gets harnesses that dog consistently, the sky's the limit. Sky's the limit for Mykal Walker. So, or is it Mykal Walker? Yeah. With the next pick, 134th pick, the Atlanta Falcons select Jaylinn Hawkins, safety, Cal. Wow, this was surprising, man. Really surprising. I like what I saw on tape with this guy, though. He's a turnover machine. He led the Pac-12 in turnovers, and for the 2018 season, he was all over the place, man. Just watch the North Carolina game in 2018, man. He was just all over the place. It was a sight to see. It really was. They use a lot of him. They use him, Mykal Walker. They use Jaylinn Hawkins as a high safety a lot at Cal, but he also offers the versatility of being a box safety, which I feel like is at home for him. Because he likes to headhunt, man. Like literally headhunter, man. He actually needs to work on that. He had too many targeting calls that got him kicked out of games, so we can't afford that. Jaylinn. We cannot afford that. So, but he looking to come knock you out, man. But you can see when he was at high safety, he was able to read the quarterback pretty well, but he just didn't have the range that you want from a high safety. So he's gonna probably be pigeonholed as a box safety or linebacker safety hybrid. But I can definitely see him on like obvious passing downs. On third downs, they'll probably put him at linebacker, so he can have some coverage responsibilities, and that'll be perfect. It's like having another safety or corner on the field. So I can definitely see that, man. Good size, NFL frame, good special teams player, ready to knock you out. He does have a tendency to miss tackles from time to time, so he has to get more efficient with that. But overall, he's a good, decent tackler. He has to get better with his angles. That's really the main reason why he was missing tackles. He wasn't taking the best angles to the football, but he's looking to knock you out, man. Just watch some of his games, man. He's looking to knock you out. I saw that Washington tape, the 2019 Washington tape. He physical player, man, physical. But yeah, so I really like him as like a box safety, hybrid linebacker safety. Even played nickel sometimes, so he's very, very versatile, experienced in a multitude of alignments. So what more can you want? He comes downhill with bad intentions, looking to swap paint with you, man. Adequate hip flip, changing in directions in zone coverage. So it really stands out. So I'm really happy with him. Weakness. Like I said, just work on just getting a little bit more efficient in tackling and taking better angles. So I'm happy, man. He's like a developmental pick. I don't know if we'll see him on the field this year. I hope so, because we're gonna need all the defense players we need with Tom Brady and Drew Brees and Gronkowski and all them people, man. Mike Evans, Michael Thomas, Christian McCaffrey. We're gonna need all the help. Even Teddy Bridgewater. With the 228th pick, the Atlanta Falcons selected in the 7th round Sterling Hofrichter, punter, Syracuse. I mean, he's a punter. No one was expecting him, but I read up on him. Four-time finalist for the Reveiw Award, which is the best punter in college. He has the most punt yards in Syracuse history, and he's just a good punter, man. Just deep punter. He has that leg to drive people, to drive teams deep. Think about it. Do you want Drew Brees and Tom Brady to start at the 45, the 40, or the 2-yard line? I say the 2. So welcome, man. It's gonna be great to have you here. Hopefully you can pin Drew Brees and Tom Brady deep. You'll be our defense before defense gets on the field. So, man, it'll be great to have you here, man. Sterling Hofrichter. So, overall, a good draft. Good job, Thomas Dimitroff, Dan Quinn. If I had to grade you guys, I'll give you a B-. Good, solid, not great, not bad, not average. So, good. So, B-. B- Thomas Dimitroff, Dan Quinn. Now let's turn this draft class to an A+.